Terry Jones Jr., one of Mervo's greats right now. But my man Sleepy came in finally. Dion.
How everybody doing? I was a little asleep. I'm mad I missed that because I really wanted to talk to him. I was going to tell him the truth about college. So I hope you told him to have fun. You know, you only live once.
No, man, I ain't even want to fuck his, you can't really fuck nobody up like that.
Yes, you can. You got to tell them the truth.
You can't tell nobody that.
Yeah, it's a lot of groupies. Go to every party, study as hard as you can, learn as much as you can, quote unquote, and have fun, man. It's college. Get as much free stuff as you can get. You know what I mean? Have fun.
You just messing up life.
Look, I went to college. I didn't go to college. I didn't go to college. But I went to college.
Wow.
I didn't go to college, but I went to college. So
I went to college.
You got some truth what college is. Just have fun. You only live once. You know what I mean? Don't do nothing stupid. Don't fall for any foolishness.
Yeah,
and most of all, just live your life. You only live once. You know?
You can't.
That's the only time in your life you're ever gonna be around a crock pot of that many different type of people. So have fun.
I mean, you can just tell them to have fun. You can't tell them because yo, I'm happy you wasn't here today, yo. This old boy career, yo.
Have fun.
He gonna go to. Yeah,
I ain't telling him to do nothing negative. I said go to every party you want to, study as hard as you can, and have fun.
Okay, so you do know he was on he's going there on a mission.
Yes.
That is not the right advice you need to give him.
And hold up.
Study as hard as you can.
No.
I said study as hard as you can, get as good grades as you can, and have fun.
No, because he's not going on his dime. He's going on their dime.
Right. It's a whole different ball game.
He's going on a scholarship, correct?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to stand my ground. Go there, have as much fun as you can.
So glad you weren't here.
So you know what's going to happen?
Did y'all go to college?
No, yeah.
Did y'all have fun?
I went to college twice.
Wait, so you had fun both times you went, didn't you?
But I know.
I didn't go on somebody else's dime. It's a completely different story.
If he go on his dime and go
so you got a scholarship too?
Have fun.
No, I said I did not.
Never get back right.
Not.
I'm trying to figure out. All right. To be truthful, I'm trying to figure out all these people that went to college and didn't have fun.
Yeah, I went to have fun,
no.
but you can't tell nobody.
You can't tell nobody to do what you did.
Not an athlete, bro. You can't.
Athletes have the most fun.
Right, but you gotta let him experience that himself.
And they
I'm
end
telling
up
him the truth.
left back and left out.
See, you see what's crazy is, y'all go to college, y'all have fun, and then y'all tell people to come to college behind y'all, be like, don't do what I did. They ain't gonna do exactly what you did, but worse. That's why I say just have your fun. But make sure you stay on the right.
Different.
Yeah, everybody have fun.
Yeah.
Make sure you study hard, get good grades, but have fun.
When he was here,
that's what I said. Have fun.
When he was here and what he has said, bro. You understand? Like he just want to go and play football. He want to have fun like that. You know what I mean? Like he really not into. Like he's into it. He already know because he already had people before him that are family members that went to college and shit like that. So he already know that other part. It's just the fact that he already also said that other people in my ear telling me to do other shit too. That he don't want to hear that part. You want to hear for that?
Well, yeah, he missed that part.
He don't want to hear that.
But let's stay focused.
Yeah.
But I think he's gonna be fine. I think young man's gonna be fine.
Gonna be good, bro.
So congratulations to him. Now, one controversial thing that y'all already touch on, is the civil rights movement as a whole. So for people that don't know, we give an actual definition. The civil rights movement was a struggle for social justice that took place mainly during the 1950s and the 1960s for black people to gain equal rights under the law in the United States of America.
Yes, sir.
So both of you gentlemen have controversial views for black people as it relates to the civil rights movement.
Hello, black people.
No doubt.
The Black Lives Matter civil rights movement.
Right. Two different movements, though.
I know, but Black Lives Matter is mirroring the civil rights movement because the civil rights movement had a lot of fuckery in it too.
All right, well, let's talk about it.
I'm about to say I got a problem with that what he just read. Even in that, in this,
you didn't like that definition?
Yeah, you know, because all right. To be, if anybody,
time out. Yo, you can't be the person that didn't like the Black Lives Matter beginning and then you don't like that.
No, because the civil rights movement, even in what he just said, can you tell me any law that made
voting registration
for blacks?
Yeah.
Black people weren't allowed to vote.
Yeah.
Black people didn't want to vote.
Then don't. But before,
we not the ones that probably fought for that. That was the reason we pushed voting on us.
Before, it was a lot of people that wanted to that couldn't. Now, you can. If you don't have to.
Look.
Back in the day, and here's another thing. Here's another thing that we really was bamboozled on.
Too, though, right?
We wasn't bamboozled on the voting as much as we was bamboozled on war. Yeah. Back in the day, there was honor in war. And black people and white people wanted to fight.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to let us fight. We was like, please, the boss, we want to fight. And they was like, no. Then they switched it. And they started putting all the black people on the front lines. And you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie. Just the way that even sound, that just sound crazy.
That was crazy.
The way you listen. I had it. That's like today. You telling me everybody want to go to war and fight Iraq, but they ain't letting us.
No, I'm saying
we just want to go shoot guns in Iraq, but they ain't letting us.
But see, they didn't want to arm black people. Because they felt like if we put guns in these guys' hands,
they're gonna take over.
They may turn on us.
Look, the reason why I don't
we was too loyal though. We wouldn't even did that.
The reason I think something got to be. I'm gonna research that more because I think something behind that.
That's when segregation.
No, because I don't believe why. I guess you could say they want to go fight in the wars, but fighting who war? Even Malcolm X. What's his name? Muhammad Ali. You say that? Why would I want to fight in somebody else's war?
So yeah, but even that's like a setup. Years of looking at it. Yeah. But the gentleman prior to the birth of Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali, they looked at it differently. Yeah. He was looking at it from after he got some of the teachings, I guess.
And then he looked at it after he became Muslim too. Yeah. So it was a lot that came for that because we don't know what Cassius ever was thinking before Muslim.
Oh, he was talking. So
he was talking, but he wasn't talking the way he was talking when he became Muhammad.
But back to the statement, it said for the rights in the 1950s and 60s. So
well, that's they say that it took place during that time.
Yeah.
So, yes. but we could vote then.
No, not prior to that.
Vote at all.
Not prior to that.
1950s and 60s. Yeah. Then we weren't worried about it.
No, they was worried.
No, they was worried. That's why they was worried.
That's why
they wanted to fucking vote. They wanted to feel like people.
I'm gonna research that more because my family don't vote.
Yeah, but I mean that's fine. But that doesn't mean your family doesn't vote.
Your family
and back then they couldn't vote.
Blacks, yo.
Yeah, but we don't pay. We never really been into politics. Like
I'm saying, but there's a difference between not voting and can't vote.
Right.
You could decide today I'm going to vote.
Of the
back
vote or
then,
not.
There was no choice. You can't vote. See, you don't have no choice.
This kind of sound like that other movement from back in the day, the get women to work movement, where women didn't really want to work.
Get women to work movement?
Yeah.
Did you just make that up?
Whoa,
no.
Look,
it was ain't no movement called the Get Women to Work movement.
Well, I just renamed it, but that's what it was about.
You talking about at the men came back from the war
during the Depression.
But the crazy shit about it is they was working when the men went to war.
That's how the hell shit kept going.
Yeah, but they didn't want to work.
That's because
that was the setup. They didn't really want to work.
No, I think they did.
No. There was a lot of stuff where they were saying we don't, but because it was, I think it was voting. They had to get voting. Yeah, but when voting came, it was mandatory services. Like you had to be part of. You had to not apply, but it was like random selections for stuff like the fire department, war. A lot of that stuff came with voting.
But
so
women,
you said
they didn't want to be part of that.
So crazy,
but
right?
It was
there.
like women though, and it said
women. Hold on a second. So there were a lot of
women.
There were a lot of jobs. Listen. There were a lot of jobs that were vacated by men because they went out to war, and a bunch of women volunteered to take up jobs that were vacated by men during the war. They wanted to.
It was
a high demand for the weapons and different things, so the women got to work and dug in and did the same jobs that the men was doing.
All right, so hold on. I'm just looking at the amendments. So it was the 14th Amendment
to
the Constitution gave blacks equal protection under the law. In the 1870, the 15th Amendment granted blacks the right to vote. Still many whites, especially those in the South, were unhappy that people they once enslaved were now had either more or less equal playing field.
I thought
that was the Jim Crow shit.
That was that. What year was that?
1870.
All right, so 1870.
But the Voters' Rights Act came in 1865.
Yeah. I was about to say. So what did you read?
100 years after the end of the Civil War.
This is part of the Jim Crow shit.
Civil War wasn't about nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, that was about money. But
all wars about money.
Yeah, every war is about money. They did not fight to free the slaves. They fought over money.
That was just a byproduct of the war.
And Franklin Roosevelt.
Yeah, but no, because I
So what is your issue with the civil rights struggle?
Who, me or you? Oh, it was communism. All it was it was used to put white people in our community. Essentially, it was a rigged explosive.
So gentrification.
Yeah, that was like the first. Like that was. I always tell people, I don't see nothing Martin Luther King did positive for our community. Ever since he came out and told everybody we should come together, it's been worse. There's been no black dollar. There's been no sense of community. There's been no staying together. It's been everybody wants to be with everybody else.
And you blame that on Martin Luther King?
That's when it started. He was the leader of that movement. I didn't say I blame.
I can't say.
I blame it on the entire movement which he spearheaded, which was powered by Jews.
He did not. He was a very visible part of it, but he wasn't. I mean, he didn't start it.
Yeah,
it started for him.
He
spearheaded.
He basically was a face that they use almost like Black Lives Matter, right?
Who was they? When you say they, who's they?
Huh?
Who was they?
The white person, right?
Okay.
That wanted
the white person.
Yeah.
So wait, so you openly acknowledging the civil rights?
Are we saying that the civil rights movement was started by white people?
NAACP.
Let's stay focused. What are we talking about?
NAACP wasn't started by black people. It was started by a white person that loved black people.
Okay, I thought we were talking about the civil rights movement.
Right.
NAACP,
that's how the NAACP
the NAACP is one
the
organization.
NAACP got started by the civil rights movement. And the people
you can be.
Hey Nick, hey. And then the people that were there, right? But it's just the fact that Martin Luther King was the face. Like most of it, truth be told, then at the end, that's why they wanted to kill his ass, because he wanted to take over that shit. Like he was taking over.
His time was just up. They wanted what's his name? What's the guy everyone don't like today? Al Sharpton.
Yeah,
he was supposed to. They was gonna start another movement called the Rainbow Coalition.
Yeah, that shit failed in New York City.
Jesse Jackson.
Yeah, Jesse Jackson.
Yeah, Jesse Jackson did start.
But that was supposed to be right after. Yeah. So. He was gonna get knocked off. Everybody know about that conspiracy.
I still think Jesse got that man set up.
I don't think he got him set up.
Yo, if I'm standing next to you, you get smoked, and I had in all the pictures, I don't have no emotions.
They said everybody.
I helped you get smoked.
If everybody in that picture where he got killed, everybody on the balcony, I believe it was everybody who got a tie knew. Everybody who don't got a tie didn't know, or it's vice versa. But people knew.
You could see the people that was different from when he got smoked. When he got smoked, the people, like you said, the ones that weren't close to him wasn't out.
But no,
Jesse and Al and them shit is like.
Back to my problem with the civil rights movement. My community, I think they harp on that a little bit too much. They go back to that too much. They venerate Martin Luther King too much. Well, I always tell everybody this. He a cool guy. He a good guy to read on, but he not the guy I feel like in our community we need to look up to at all. Because at the end of the day, he really wanted white women. He didn't want to be with no black woman at all. If he had his choice, this is even in his.
Where you get that from, my fellow?
Where you get that from, my fellow man?
Listen, you can.
And this is before he even. What's the name?
No, this is on his wiki. This is you can read his friends.
No,
I'm about to give you a book.
It's on his IG.
Let me finish.
It's on read MLK IG.
No, you can read.
And Ralph didn't put that in his book.
No, take it back.
His best friend
Ralph Abernathy put it in the book. I'm gonna make sure I quote it right. And the walls came tumbling down. You can actually read that book, and in the book he'll tell you Martin Luther King was addicted to white prostitutes. His entire time he was quote unquote.
Okay, listen.
No, let me finish.
Even if he liked
niggas addicted to
even if he liked that, so
fucking
what?
Puerto Rican prostitutes.
But while I'm back. And I believe it was in his early college days. He wanted to get married to a white woman, but couldn't. This is something he told people. He wanted,
but he couldn't.
He couldn't.
So what?
So wait, my thing is, so you could get married to a girl when you were 18 years old. You still talking about it, and you married at 36. You'll find it to be a little odd.
He probably still told her too.
Look, he was not a rider. Just like any man. He was not perfect.
No,
and if a so-called friend of his wants to come back and tell some different things that he said at different points of times, so what? That does not change any great thing that he did. There's somebody that can say something that everybody in this room said at some point in time when they was 18 or 15 that probably sound dumb now. What does that mean?
Nothing.
Not a damn thing.
Yo,
so if you want to tear him apart, tell me how. Because you ain't said nothing
told
yet.
Martin Luther King, bro, like, only thing I could say agree with you on is the gentrification shit. But I didn't even, for real though, being from where I'm from.
You talking about communism?
Yeah, but I don't even really see nothing wrong with that. What I see was wrong with that. Yo, because at the end of the day.
You know what communism is?
Hold up, bro. Let me hold up. When you gentrify in a neighborhood, right? Sometimes, like here in the city, they gentrify in certain neighborhoods that been shit for a long time. Now, it's been our people that's been sitting there and not trying to build a neighborhood up, but mad when the white boy move in there and they shit start to get built up. Now, if you never had no drive when you was living there before, and now they putting coffee shops and shit on this block, or they putting dog parks and shit all on the corners and shit now, like you can't be mad at somebody coming in the neighborhood trying to beautify a neighborhood that you, like truth be told, the ghetto was never ours. You know what I mean? We took the ghetto. The ghetto was the Jews, for the Jews and shit. That was their concentration camp, that reform camp. We took the ghetto and made that shit into our own. We the stupid ones. You can't blame Martin Luther King for black people now having white people there and feeling though that, I'm equal with them. We should have always still had it, because if you read and listen to what he was saying, he just wanted us to have an equal right. He wanted us to be around a white person, a brown person, a yellow person, and not have to worry about somebody trying to hit me over the back of the head. But I still wanted my community to raise up. We the ones that let the white boy come in there and take your barbershop, pay you $3,500 for your barbershop, and you took that. You can't blame Martin Luther King for us being black, wanting bread, because even then after slavery, yeah, we had our own dollar, right? But once we went from that own dollar and then we started, we coming all together, right? It was easy for them to start buying us. Why did we let it so easy for them to buy us? Like, if we let it so, like, if I can buy you real quick right now, then what's the point of saying anything?
If everyone comes together, and coming together is never a good thing. You will never find any good stories of groups of people coming together. Even God separated people. Even Jesus, when he came back, told her, I come to bring separation. I come to bring division. So you're not supposed to come together. I keep trying to tell everybody that don't come together. You're supposed to build your own, build your people up. That's supposed to be trying to come together with all these other communities.
Even in the Bible, because like blacks, whites, and shit still lived on the same block, bro. Which part?
Which part?
I mean,
which part? I can give you that quote. Jesus said that specifically. He said, I come. No, I did not misquote.
That was hateful.
No, I'm gonna tell you exactly what it says. Jesus said, I come to bring division in the truth. The truth will not bring people together. It's to bring division.
Which chapter was? It's
in my phone that I'm on live with.
That's called Jehovah's Witness. It's Jehovah's Witness.
No, hold on, I ain't no Jehovah's Witness.
I'm fucking with you, yo.
No. What I'm saying is, you're not supposed to try, like, especially with this, because you ask how we get so easily bought. We are even if you look at the statistics, supposedly we're the minority. So if you want everybody to come together,
minority no more.
The majority is always going to rule over the minority. So if everyone come together, the bigger party in America, especially when it's set up that way.
Fucking Mexicans. That's why Donald Trump was
out of here. Prime example.
In South Africa, the white people is the minority. And they was ruling.
I've never been to South Africa.
I'm telling you what happened. You ain't gotta go there.
You gotta watch the Mandela story.
Oh no, apartheid day was the white people was the minority.
Yeah, they was the minority.
all these, even the equal rights. I don't look. Your rights is what you make them. Period.
But
worry about the wrong things.
Rights, right? Now for the equal rights for real, like it's always been like for us to be the same. We never had equal rights. I don't give a fuck what they said, like, because if I was caught next to Tommy that was white and we sold drugs, we had the same amount on, they gonna fuck around and say that I gave Tommy this drugs and they gonna let his bitch ass go. So we never had the equal rights. But now the equal rights is like, all right, it's more so like men and women type shit. Like that woman could do whatever the fuck she want to do. A man could do.
I was
in your opinion.
Do y'all think that the civil rights movement was successful?
For who? That's the real question. For my community, no.
Okay, was the civil rights movement successful for the people that it was designed for, which is the black people?
No.
And you base that on the fact that the black community does not control the black community, does not have businesses in abundance.
There is no black community.
There's no the community where black people
live.
There's
no black. If you want to start with that, there's no such race as black.
Okay, but the brown people, whatever.
How do you describe?
How do you describe your people?
People of color.
How can you not?
People of color.
The people of color. The civil rights movement was not.
Shit, Monument Street is a colored community. Like
Baltimore is a
Latrobe Projects is a colored community.
So I don't like when people say colored people no more. I don't like when people talk like that.
Sound racist.
It sound crazy.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah, colored people. Yeah,
you know what's even more crazy? Somebody explained this to me once. White people would tell you this. On Earth, white people are the majority, but when you talk about people of color, why people?
I don't think white people are the majority.
No, I said the minority. They're the
minority. White people are the minority on Earth.
Yeah, people of color,
they definitely are.
Melon are the majority. But when you say people, you gotta say people to specifically talk about people of color. You gotta say people of color, despite the fact that we are the majority.
I don't know. It's like, to me, that's like a girl. You got to constantly keep saying, you pretty, you pretty, you pretty. You got to say that shit 50 times. So it's just like, it's obvious that people of color are more numerous than white people. We got to keep saying it.
But specifically why I say people of color and not black people, because people think black people in general think black is a race, and black ain't a race. But if I say people of color, you know that's not a race. That's just people.
I think that's just getting caught up into semantics. I mean,
no, because people literally think
just getting caught up
it's not
in
a race.
Because it's like, if you say white people, right?
Not a race.
If you say, but regardless, if you say white
Caucasian,
people, right?
Caucasian,
Italians or French people, they not like, oh, they ain't talking about me. They included in all that shit. They consider themselves. They consider themselves to be included, but black people gotta say no. Just don't include Jamaicans or this. What the fuck is you talking about?
That's
like white people don't say yo Yugoslavia. He said white. That don't include the Yugoslavians. No, they all fucking white people.
No, that's funny because I talked to my sister.
Of color, I'm not color. I'm brown. I'm melanin. I'm this. I'm that. Shut the fuck up.
Look, that's funny because I talked to my sister about this the other day. We was talking about the titles and stuff. White. We already know that's not a title, but the only we were white and black is the only people that's associated with their skin color. Like, not Chinese. You don't call no Chinese man a yellow man. They go to yellow people. You don't call Indians the red people. Yeah, but they cut that out. It was a corporate title, but we the only people that it stuck to.
That about Native Americans. They said red.
White people. We say white.
Yeah, but you don't call. When the last time we called the Chinese people the yellow people?
That's what
I'm saying. We're the only people that associate
that's what I'm getting to. The only colors that people say, you either white or you black.
Yeah, that's what I said, white and black. But
so those are the only two. So it's not like people got to accept what it is. People got white and black, and some people fall somewhere in the middle. But
Asians look white as shit. I didn't see a yellow Asian in my life.
But you can find that's why I say
Asian people don't consider themselves to be black. And I don't think they consider themselves to be white.
They don't. But you got Puerto Ricans that think they white.
It's some white Puerto Ricans. But your color has nothing to do with where you from.
You got.
Yeah, that's why I said. That's why that color stuff is touchy.
It don't have to be though.
Yeah, but
because we get caught up in the wrong shit. We'll have that. We done had so many girls in here.
Yo, what
to get their feelings hurt.
That's like
kick the fuck out about some brown skin, dark skin conversations. And we gotta, it's like, accept the pain It happened.
What pain?
Move the fuck on.
Right.
What pain?
I mean, a lot of men and women have extreme feelings about complexion.
Their complexion.
And they got extreme feelings about
like motherfucker. Look at the dummy the baseball player born to bleach his whole fucking skin. Yeah. Look at
is
fucking,
he black or white?
He white now.
Hey, at one point in time, I don't know if y'all read the Bible, but at one point in time, it was a curse that God would give you. He would take your skin pigment.
Which
leprosy.
chapter was this in?
It's leprosy.
No, that's the chapter of Mary. Mary, we talking about.
He talking about leprosy.
Was it Moses?
It was
Noah. It was Noah because his sister was jealous of him. God gave her leprosy, and then he took her skin pigment. Nowadays, people just want to take their skin pigment off. That's what's crazy. They're ashamed of it these
quoting
days.
the Bible?
Because it comes from our people. My ancestors gave it to me. I always say anything my father gave it to me is probably good. And my father read the Bible.
I don't want to have a religious conversation today, but
we ain't gonna have no religious conversation.
He doing that.
But no, back to the black and the white thing. Well, I try not to say black and white because I was explaining this to my sister. If you call a black man, like her boyfriend is Trinidadian, okay. I said you have to know he's Trinidadian. Okay. You can't tell him. I said when you tell him that's just a black man, they don't tell you where he come from. That's not who he is. That's not.
But we don't
nothing
need
to
to
do with
know
his
all
family.
that. I tell you this: if he get pulled over by the police,
he's a black,
shit,
and they write that.
He gonna say, they're gonna treat him like a black person. No, I'm Trinidadian.
No,
the fuck is you talking about?
Yeah, but that's an American problem.
No,
that's
if
the
you're
problem.
in America,
that's actually a problem.
But we gotta understand the rules that they're going by in the world.
My sister,
the world is just America.
My sister boyfriend Dave. Is
sister what?
My sister, her husband now. Her husband, Dave, right?
Yeah.
Is 100% Jamaican, bro.
That's what's up.
His shit is black. Like, it's African. It says.
Yeah, but all that is where the boat is, what direction the boats went in.
Black, yeah.
When they left Africa.
Black.
Some shit went north, some shit went south.
You brown.
Regardless.
But there's a reason why you just don't just say that's a black man. I ain't gonna hop on the police. It's different.
Africans and Haitians and all the motherfuckers came from Africa.
There's
what about the rest of the world that don't have time to dissect people into little groups and shit?
Right. That's not little groups.
Big groups.
Trinidadian. We're not talking about them fake Afrocentric. They just be making up stuff. They four different things. Wait.
Trini niggas ain't nothing but African niggas that got brought over there anyway.
Trinidadian, but that's a real thing.
That is a real thing. But them niggas is just like us.
No, that's like somebody saying I'm Puerto Rican.
To that fucking joint.
That's like somebody saying they Puerto Rican. You be like, no, you just black. No, but
like
I'm really Puerto Rican.
Them bitches is from fucking Spain that got took over there.
But what I say that because it's traditions in his family that's held strong in his family because he's Trinidadian. That as if you just call him a black man and you tell me a black man, he raised his kid to be a black man, they wouldn't understand the traditions in their family. They wouldn't even know why they're doing it.
I'm saying what he does amongst his family is fine. But when you are out in the world, people don't, first of all, have time or give a fuck about where the fuck they're from. They just make a quick assumption. It's like we see a girl walking down the street. Do we know if the girl is married or not married? If she don't have a ring on, we don't fucking know. She went through vows. Who gives a fuck? We don't fucking know. We see a girl right there. How you doing? I'm married. Okay, keep it fucking moving. We don't fucking know. So it's just like you looking at somebody, people gonna make a quick assumption. His skin is this complexion, I think he black. His skin is like this, I think he white. He looks like this, I think he's Asian. Or maybe he's not. Maybe he's from Japan. Or maybe he's from Vietnam or wherever the fuck he's from. You get to talking to him, okay. But the quick assumption is, based on how you look, we're going to make a quick assumption.
And I ain't going to lie, like my man Jason and shit.
Where he from?
He's Trinidadian. This nigga look like my son and daughter. Like he's light skinned as a bitch.
And my sister baby father is dark as ever. That's why I said skin color and what you are doesn't go hand in hand.
When he go down the street, he's another black man, bro.
Correctamundo. And even though he isn't, but if he don't open his mouth, you ain't gonna fucking know. Or care.
Or care.
You ain't gonna say, wait. And then I'm mad at black people, not Trinidadians. No,
my thing is the thing I be trying to get on.
But that's the way
I try not to stick people's skin color to what they is.
It's amazing that he is so delicate with that, but he is reckless with every fucking thing else.
What?
Reckless.
He come in and say fuck Martin Luther King, However, don't refer to people that's not about their race.
Because I look at it like this.
That's why I love my brother, yo. He wild.
No, because little stuff like that grows to be bigger. I've researched a lot of my family history. Like I tell people, I ain't even black. As far as I know, as of right now, I'm Irish because that's where my family come from.
Ready for that?
Yeah, so it's crazy to say. I researched a lot of black history. So it'd be wild. So when you just tell people they black and that's it, no. When you just tell people they black, it don't acknowledge where they come from, their family history, why they do what they do. Nothing. Irish. I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, I ain't gonna know what though.
No, I'm not gonna tell you. No.
That's what I tell people too. You
Irish.
I ain't got nothing for a reason.
Research it. Research it.
So no, you're Blirish.
No, I'm not Blirish.
You're Blirish.
I'm not Blirish.
Now I feel them though on that part. Like my father peoples, they Irish.
So your father's family is from has some people from Ireland?
No, I researched. As far as I know, I researched my last name. My last name was never given to us. We had our last name since we came here. We came here on our own free will. I believe it was 16. I forgot the exact date, but our ancestors came.
Well, it's not a lot of black people coming here free of will in the 1600s.
You can actually research a lot of blacks were coming here free of will. You can actually read a lot of
not for long though.
Yeah, eventually a lot of them.
I'm saying not for long.
Took into slavery.
You might have came here. They might say, "Good, you saved us on shipping costs."
In the early about 1660s, people were coming here to get away from the wars that was happening in Britain.
Yeah, that's how they say.
And my family comes from Yorkshire.
Yo, y'all are.
You can actually research it.
But back on this though, right? For me, I think certain parts of the civil rights was a fucking like blasphemy, like the Rosa Parks situation. Like she wasn't the first person to sit on the bench, sit on the bus in the front and not move. She wasn't the first one.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I just feel
I know the first.
She definitely was not the first.
I just feel like they should have used that young girl.
However, she made the most noise though.
Yeah, she made the most noise because she was a straight up fighter, and then she didn't sound.
It's just like
she didn't sound crazy.
It's
like
just like
did.
Rapper's Delight wasn't the first rap song.
Rap song.
It wasn't.
But it was the first song that made noise.
Right.
I like Rapper's Delight.
Rosa Parks is the Rapper's Delight of the civil rights movement.
You're right. She definitely the fucking. But it just fucked me up because a lot of people don't know about Claudia. You feel me? Like she's the little young girl that she was. And then the fucked up thing about it is they didn't want to use her because she was pregnant. She was raped. You know what I'm saying? And it looked bad on our people. You know what I'm saying? Which, like, she was young. But it wasn't Me Too back then, so niggas didn't know how to take that. Yeah, man. Then her being down the South there, yeah, man, like, it was a lot of R. Kelly's back then, but
I'm glad that y'all can have some compassion
what you mean?
For this young lady. Shout out to San Antonio. San Antonio is in the house listening.
Oh, San Antonio, what's up, man?
Real quick, we got to get out of here. But
we got
the mayor. Real quick, so the mayor.
Yeah.
Baltimore's mayor.
Yeah, she got pneumonia now, right?
Yes.
She faking it.
Not to be confused with ammonia.
No. She faking the shit.
She's not faking the funk. She can have a cold.
Bro, there's no way that I get a scandal and now I got pneumonia. I'm going.
Matter of fact,
hey baby, I'm coming home. I got pneumonia.
Probably dive deeper into this next week.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Because more of the scandals going to unfold.
Yeah.
And we can kind of take a deep dive. I think it's just politics as usual.
It's politics as usual. She's not fucking sick.
Politics just stand for
I had pneumonia
shit.
twice. I know my pneumonia didn't come back to no bullshit.
Yes, it did. I remember the time you got sick after some bullshit. Just and start lying.
But yeah, civil rights movement for me, it helped our blacks in a certain stance. It's just that we felt comfortable with the things that were now seeming though we had, where now I can go to this white school and I abandoned my black schools.
You brought up some good points, and I'm glad that you said it. You're absolutely right. We put too much blame on the civil rights era people and not enough blame on ourselves.
Right.
We dropped the ball.
We dropped the ball because at the end of the day, if you think about it, if we had just integrated into what they called theirs and still kept ours, we're gonna be bullshit today.
Correct. Yeah, but even I was about to say something about the school system. Even when we integrate in the school system, They don't teach our kids properly.
But you got to think about it.
Right, we took them out of all school systems.
But we should not have stopped our teaching.
But it naturally happened. Wait, but it naturally happened. Like, a lot of that was white worship. They wanted to be part of what the whites was part of. They wanted to go to the white schools. So that's what you get. Hey. But my one thing I want to tell everybody to do, research your last names. And you'll be shocked what you get.
Yo, my last name Irish as shit, though. But, no, that's fact.
Your last name Irish too?
Yeah.
My last name Irish.
But my father 100%.
But that's just somebody got married to somebody else.
No, all my fathers have the last name the same.
Wow.
No. Dead ass. My father peoples, they all got the orange heads and shit. Like we all light skinned as a bitch. For real.
Like crazy arms?
Yeah.
That's like, y'all shit?
Yeah, that's I ain't gonna lie. My grandfather
when their cereal. I love Lucky Charms.
This guy's wild.
We fucking as shit, and that's why I love it. But yeah, we great rap. But my man,
peace and blessings to y'all.
Civil rights movement. I'm waiting for Black Lives Matter Ohio to holler at me, so me and him can have this debate, baby. And
love y'all, everybody.
We out of here, man. Yo, it's definitely the civil rights is our fault, yo.